So you got discarded by the avoidant. Your heart is absolutely shattered. You feel like the rug was pulled from under your feet and you are blindsided. And you're probably wondering to yourself, what did I do wrong? What triggered this? What caused it? Well, when the avoidant discards you, it means that something triggered their fears. Fears of abandonment, fears of rejection, and fears of engulfment. And the fear of engulfment is a big one because the avoidant fears losing their independence in a relationship to somebody who's ultimately going to abandon and reject them. And these fears are usually triggered by something being said or an event that indicates that emotional intimacy is building, that the relationship is going well, and that there's a committed future together. This could be something along the lines of going ring shopping together, planning a wedding, or if you're already married, planning for a family. It could be having a wonderful vacation or holiday together where you felt like you've never been closer to this person. It could even be something from an outside source, like a friend or family member making a comment like, the two of you would make beautiful babies. It can happen out of the blue. A little tiny thing gets in the avoidant's mind, triggers the fear that, oh my goodness, I'm going to be committed to this person and they're going to find out I'm unlovable and I'm going to lose myself in this relationship and I don't know if I can do this. That fear can happen out of the blue. And the avoidant can quickly deactivate, meaning they take their feelings for you, they take all of their emotions and they bury them deep. They block off their own access to their feelings for you. And because they've taken their feelings and blocked them off, it can seem like you're dealing with an entirely different person. They can be cold, lack empathy, be abrupt, and very short. And when they're tossing you out and you ask for clarity and you want some sort of explanation as to why they're discarding you out of the blue, they will shut down even further and push you away because giving you an answer would require self-reflection. They'd have to reflect on their feelings. They would have to reflect on why they were triggered. They'd have to reflect on their own behavior, and that's painful. The avoidant doesn't like to do that. So they just shut down even further, and if you push too hard, they can disappear and ghost altogether. And it really hurts. It is a very painful experience. And it's nothing that you did to cause it. Quite the opposite. It's because the relationship was going well. It's because emotional intimacy was building. It's because the avoidant seriously realized that there's a future with you, and that frightened them. Because at their core, they feel like they're an unlovable person, and if they let you in too much, you're going to figure out that they're unlovable, you're going to reject, and you're going to abandon them. That's why they fear engulfment so much, because they fear that being in a committed relationship means that you lose yourself, you lose your autonomy, you lose your independence. And if you lose your independence to somebody, they're going to reject and abandon you. So the fears all tie in together. And it's nothing that you did to cause this. These are unhealed attachment wounds within the avoidant. It's also part of their character because discarding is a choice. This is still a choice. They have free will. It's nothing you did wrong, so don't blame yourself. But these triggers, they can happen out of the blue. The avoidant could wake up in the morning, everything's fine, something triggers them midday and they're discarding you in the afternoon. These discards are not always planned out. Yes, sometimes it can be a slow buildup that their fear is growing and growing and growing until they eventually just shut down and discard you. But it can also happen completely out of the blue. And it's just blindsiding because you had all these future plans with this person, and this person may have even told you that they wanted a future with you, that they wanted long-term commitment from you, that they wanted a family with you. And all of a sudden they're telling you they're just not ready for a relationship and they just need some time and space to work on themselves and to heal, and they can't give you what you need. And that's because their fears have been triggered. And these fears can be triggered by any little thing. And it's nothing that you did. Be kind to yourself. Don't blame yourself, because if you're blaming yourself, it's harder to heal. So remember, you can't make anybody discard you. You can't make anybody behave this way. You didn't cause their unhealed attachment wounds from childhood. So be kind to yourself. It's really important.